we're asking the question, what do they want to tell you but can't? This is a timeless reading. Whenever you are guided to this video, there should be a message in here that resonates for you. However, if there isn't one, check out my other videos. See if I have a message there that better suits your current situation. If you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications if you'd like. I do post new readings every week. Check out the description box below. I have my social media listed as well as my email if you're interested in a private reading. So I have the timestamps below for each group. We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. Again, group number 1 with the rose quartz, group number 2 with the crazy lace agate, and group number 3 with selenite. I recommend you take a moment, close your eyes, pause the video if you need to, but close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and really think about your person, think about the question. Ask yourself, what are they thinking? What are they feeling? Why can't they tell me? And then when you're feeling centered and you feel guided to do so, pick from one of these 3 options. Again, timestamps are listed below. See you at your group. Hello everyone that chose group number 1. So here is your reading for what are they thinking but can't tell you. I really feel like this is a love connection. We have the Lovers card here in reverse. And then we also have the Knight of Wands and King of Wands here. So I really sense there's a lot of passion. This person might be a romantic, very charismatic. They tend to know what they, well, when they know what they want, they go for it. They might not always know what they want though. I'm also getting that energy from this spread here. So I'm really sensing that maybe this person has been feeling really burned out lately and they haven't been feeling like themselves. They've lost that spark, that drive. I mean, they're not moving. The horse in the Knight of Wands just is kicking his front legs up, but he's not really charging anywhere yet. I just really am getting the sense that this person has felt out of balance and like they've needed to take a step back to focus on themselves and kind of rebalance this passionate energy, or just to get their energy back. They've definitely been hiding things and maybe you feel like you don't understand what's going on. I feel like they're working with their shadow self. They're trying to heal, or they're clouded by the subconscious fears, and maybe they don't even realize this is what's hindering them, but they're definitely hiding it. But I also see they're taking this time to really put the work in, whether that's working on healing the shadow self and the things that are scaring them, the things they feel like they're attached to. But I see right now they're really trying to put in the work here to reap the rewards. And they might actually just be spending their time at work, working really hard. I do see quite a bit of earth energy here with the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil being Capricorn, Seven of Pentacles, but there's even a lot of fire energy. We have 3 wands. We have a 6 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and King of Wands. So we've got a lot going on here. And I see that they really want this abundance. They want to bring this this abundance into their life. They're focusing on them right now to bring everything together. And I mean, they're putting in that work now so they can have this later, and they're just thinking about that. That's their focus. I'm also sensing that they may have pulled away because they feel they might be too attached to you, and they're scared of that. Maybe this is someone that is kind of scared of commitment a little bit. But I see the Emperor here. They really want to be that stable force. They really want to be that authority figure. They want to have their stuff together. And ultimately, if this is someone you're in separation with, or someone you've been having a really difficult time with lately, or you feel like they've pulled back and just you're not sure what's going on, I feel like they want to come back, and they're going to. I mean, all the other cards here, it's like they're turning away. It's like they're over here, you're over here, and they're facing that way looking at them. But in the end, they're going to come back and look at you, and they're going to head back towards you, and they're just ready for that victory with you. But they have to work on healing what's hidden, what they're ashamed of, what's holding them back. They have to get rid of that first. Now, I did draw a couple of oracle cards for you. From the Moonology deck, I have balance, spirituality, and practicality. And I really just feel like that goes back to them just trying to find that balance again for them, for their energy, and getting their priorities kind of realigned. They just feel like they haven't been themselves. And then when I grabbed the Halloween oracle deck, I asked what you need to know about this situation, and I got Graveyard, Unnecessary Fear. So be okay letting this go. We're letting them have their space. They're gonna come back to you. They just need this time to focus on them. I mean, I'm also getting this message too. Maybe they even feel like you need to work on yourself, or maybe you just need to work on your shadow self and letting go of the things that aren't serving you anymore, and the thought patterns, beliefs, even the toxic relationships and people. Let it go to help yourself heal, so that way you're healthy in this as well. But I just, with the Six of Wands, I really see it working out here, and your fears you're having, the things going on in your head, it's just unnecessary. It's understandable. They're valid feelings, but have some hope. That's really what I'm seeing here. Overall, let's see. You know, and I'm really also sensing that this decision to focus on them was not easy for them to do. They really thought about it. They really tried. They really put themselves out there before they took that step back. And then it just came to a point they had to take that step back. And they're working so hard right now. It's all going to be worth it. I'm sensing you just need to have patience. Focus on you. Take the time you need to take for yourself, so you can go into this victory and meet them there too. I want to pull a couple of cards for you from the Sacred Rose Tarot. What does Spirit want, group number 1? reverse. The Six of Cups. Now in this deck, if you watched my last video, I always think these two look like they're in a conflict in this Two of Wands card. Each deck kind of has its own symbolism and imagery, which kind of makes their meanings, I think, a little more unique. And this, I feel like, is conflict, but it came out in the reverse. So I really feel like you guys are going to get over this conflict. You're gonna come back together. Again, with the Six of Wands. And the Six of Cups. It's like when they're coming back, they're going to be offering you full cups. They're going to be coming from a place of harmony and alignment. And they're going to be ready to make that offer and really be what you need. And they'll be prepared to put in that work, and they'll be extending this to you. I see really good things for you, group number one. Now that's all I am getting out of your cards here. If this resonated with you, please leave a message down below, leave a comment. I love hearing what's going on with you guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Those details are below. If you're interested in a private reading to get more in depth with what's going on for you specifically, my information to reach out is below as well. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Shine bright, my love. So I feel like this person, whether they know it or not, they're very good at manifesting, and they have their mind or their eye on something in particular, since we have the Magician here. They're looking for something new. Then we have the Tower. That could be an energy shift. It doesn't have to necessarily be, well, no, I really feel like they're looking for a big shift. Because then we also have the Fool in that top row as well. They are ready for things to change, and drastically so. They're not afraid. They're not afraid of everything falling down. I sense that this wouldn't be the first time they had to start over if everything crumbled. So they know what they're getting into, or they're prepared for whatever they're getting into. At least I think they are. We have the Chariot. So they're determined to be successful and to get this outcome they want. They don't care what kind of energy they have to combat in this. And we have the Five of Wands here. So there's going to be, or there is tension, there is conflict. Maybe you don't agree with the things they want to change and what they want to move towards. Or they're worried you're not going to agree, and that's why they haven't shared exactly what they want. And I mean, with the Tower, this is a radical change. They want something different that's big. They really want that new opportunity. I feel like they're holding it back because they really, while they're prepared to fight for it and succeed and get what they want in this endeavor, I think they're kind of scared of how they're going to have to fight for it, and just how many people they might feel they're disappointing. I really am seeing with the Seven of Wands that they're not going to give up. No matter how much adversity faces them, this is what they want and they're going for it. However, they might be stuck living in the past with this Six of Cups in reverse. Right now, they may be so focused on that change that they want that they're not being as playful, and they've pulled back in that sense because they have their eye on the prize. They are in that chariot and they are heading for what they want. That is what they are focused on right now. So it may be causing a disconnect. And we have a Knight of Pentacles here. And I really see this going with determination. He's not the fastest moving in the deck, but he's determined to get there, and he's a hard worker. He's going to put that energy in. He wants that payoff, and he's going to do everything he can to get it. But yeah, goes with lack of playfulness here, working so hard, not taking time for himself, and that might be causing a lot of the conflict. And that tension may be building up in them to a point where a tower moment might be about to happen, or they're thinking about it. They're wondering if whatever it is, if it's worth it. I mean, the outcome they want, they know that's worth it. But I also am getting a feeling they're not sure if where they're putting their energy, or where they had been putting their energy, if that was worth it. But I'm showing with the Page of Cups that they're going to come back with a renewed kind of with new feelings, new emotions. Once they get where they want to go or get closer to that goal, their feelings might change on it a little bit, or they might realize that they were acting a little too defensively. They were a little too harsh. They were fighting a little bit too hard. But it's teaching them how to learn to balance their emotions and kind of come forward and have that new emotional beginning. And I'm also sensing that this change really gives them a childlike wonder. They're really excited about it. They really want this. This is really motivating them. It's giving them good emotions to focus on this end goal that they have in mind. I did pull an oracle card from the Moonology deck. This is the Balsamic Moon, which is a time for healing. So, with all the conflict, I think it's good to get them out of their head and have some playfulness, bring some playfulness back into the picture. And it's time for you both to heal from the conflict that's been happening here. Because even though things are radically changing, I feel like that they need your support a lot. Let's look at the Halloween Oracle deck and see what else you need to know about this situation. Spirit want group number 2 to know about the situation with their person and the person being feeling. This deck is incredibly hard for me to shuffle with my tiny hands. So, because these are bigger than my hands. the Skull of Darkness, blind spots. So there are definitely things in this situation that they aren't sharing, and that might be the end goal they have in mind. I feel like, or I'm sensing that they're keeping that more to themselves, maybe because they're afraid of all the conflict and what everyone will think, because it's such a different goal than anyone thought this person would have. And I'm not seeing that this is necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be, but the person you may be asking about might be family. Let's draw a couple more cards for you from the Sacred Rose Tarot. What does group number 2 need to know? What does Spirit want group number 2 to keep in mind? I'm telling you, the hand struggle is so real. What came out for you is the Ace of Swords and the World in reverse. It's important for you to approach any communication kind of lightly. Have a new approach to how you discuss the situation. With the World in reverse here, I'm seeing that they're feeling a little insecure. Or maybe you're feeling a little bit insecure. And because they have things that they're not fully telling you, that might be causing your insecurity. So try not to stab them with the sword when you're talking to them. Approach things differently than you ordinarily would and see how that goes. See if that helps things go more smoothly so your insecurities lessen. I think that's all I'm seeing for group number 2. If this reading resonated, if you liked it, definitely leave a comment down below. I absolutely love hearing what's going on in your guys' lives. If you'd like to book a private reading to get into the more specific details about your situation, check out the description box below. I have my information down there. Follow me on Instagram. You can also book private readings through Instagram or my email. Let me know what you thought of this video. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and shine bright, my loves. Group number 3. Hello, everybody. I'm just taking a moment to evaluate the energy in your spread here. Okay. So first off, I'm seeing that this someone King of Pentacles energy. They're very stable. They might be very good with their money or attracting that kind of abundance. they have a very, I think even like fatherly kind of figure. They're very stable, very grounded. And they like to celebrate their successes with the people they love. And you're definitely a part of that circle with that Three of Cups energy here. And I feel like they keep that pretty surface level. So they come across really happy and like they have everything together. But I'm showing it's a different story internally, whether they have ever communicated this with you or not. We have the Eight of Swords here. This person feels very trapped and very stuck. You can see she's blindfolded, she's bound. There's not even a sword behind her blocking her path. They're all next to her, but she feels trapped. And it's all self-inflicted, feeling like they can't move anywhere out of their own fear and anxiety. They want to move forward in the new direction. We have the Six of Swords here. They want to move forward towards this new energy that brings them passion and desire, that lights this fire under their rear. It's been missing for a while. I'm also noticing that in these three cards here, there's water at the bottom of all of them. They really want to move forward, but they're feeling stuck. They know what awaits them is going to really be a new beginning, restore a lot of things for them internally, passion, but they're scared. And they're scared to tell anybody. People, you even might be offering them help here, extending out a hand, offering to even just be someone for them to talk to bounce their ideas off of. And they're sitting there isolating themselves, going, nah, I'm gonna look at everything here. I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Thanks, but no thanks, man. This is really weighing heavily on their mind. They're really trying to figure out what they want to do. I'm sensing they know they need to lean on the people in their life and their community, their circle. They really need to work together to build this, to get going. And this person knows that in order to get where they want to go, they have to make some changes. They have to let some things die, like some thoughts, beliefs, behaviors. They need to change some major things about them or things in their life to move in that new direction. And maybe they're holding themselves back because they have that Three of Swords energy. It's going to be really hard for them. It's going to really break their heart to let those things go. Maybe it's even letting people go that aren't part of this plan, and that makes them really sad. Now, this might not be a romantic connection. This could be someone involved in like family or a friend. But I'm also getting another message here. If this is a romantic connection, whether this is a crush, someone you are in a relationship with, someone you are in separation from, someone you're newly involved with, they love having you in their circle. They love celebrating with you. They love success with you. I feel they want to be this stable energy in your life. They want to be like the protector and the head of a household. They want that kind of traditional life, and maybe they never wanted that before, and that's freaking them out. And that's why they're stuck in their head and, you know, looking back, kind of going like, do I want that kind of emotional fulfillment? Do I want that kind of life? Do I want my cups full like that? They don't know. It's freaking them out. They might have a fear of commitment. Maybe they've been really burned in the past with this Three of Swords. And to move forward with you, they know they have to let go of that hurt, but they just don't know how to do it, or it's just so painful to work through it that they're stopping themselves, or that's making them feel stuck and they don't know how to move forward with you because of that stuck energy, those thoughts. If this is a romantic interest, you definitely light this spark inside of them. You make them want to move forward. You make them want to head in a new direction, something they probably didn't even consider before. And they know that to put this work in to get what they want, they have to let a lot of things go. And maybe that's freaking them out. They feel like they have to change so much. Now, for some of you, I am seeing that if this is someone you are in a relationship with, maybe they're wanting to distance themselves from you and move away from you, and they don't know how to say it because they're afraid to let you go. They're afraid to break your heart. It'll also break their heart too. But they're sitting there feeling empty right now and not sure how to get that spark back, or feeling trapped and stuck in the relationship, and obviously don't know how to say anything. Because they do see they love having you in their life. Now, I also pulled a card from the Moonology Oracle deck already. Got the Full Moon card, which is Surrender to the Divine. So if, now that I really feel like this might be romantic for most of you, if this is someone you're romantically involved in, give it up to the universe. I mean, either way, give it up to the universe, but what's meant to be yours will be yours. It will come to you. If this person is thinking about pulling away, they might need that space to realize this is what they want. They want to move forward like this, so they're going to put in that work and come back towards you. If you're just worried that they don't know if they're going to be moving forward with you and fully committing, surrender to the universe. Everything's going to happen how it's supposed to. Again, what's meant to be yours will absolutely be yours. Let's pull another card from the Halloween Oracle. What does group 3 need to know? Spirit want group 3 to know. This deck is incredibly hard for me to shuffle with my tiny, tiny hands. Oh, okay. All right, group number 3. We pulled the Mummy, change. Yeah. Surrender to the divine, let change happen. It is happening. It is going to happen in some way, for the better, for what might feel like the worst. Either way, I think it's going to be for the better. No matter what, everything happens for a reason. Yeah, just prepare. Let's pull 2 more cards from the Sacred Rose Tarot. Okay. We pulled Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. This person wants to pull away from you. There's something they're not telling you with the Seven of Swords here. And I think that's that they want this separation. You might find out there's maybe some sort of betrayal in some way, or maybe this thought, and realizing they feel this way feels like a betrayal because you haven't seen it coming. You're starting to sense it, but you haven't seen it coming until recently. And we have the King of Swords. So really look for the truth. Own the truth, value the truth. You're that kind of person that needs all the answers, and I feel like you're gonna get them. Just surrender to the divine. Everything is going to unfold how it's meant to. Change is definitely happening. And if this person is hurting you, you don't want that person anyways. And you know that. You're a strong person. This person might not be the strongest person, but you are. And if this isn't romantic, just keep your wits about you, because this person isn't bringing everything to the forefront. They're not keeping you fully in the loop. And you're that kind of person that needs truth, looks for truth, doesn't bullshit. You want it, you're gonna get it. I think you're gonna eventually figure out what's going on. That's everything I'm seeing for you, group number 3. If this resonated with you, please drop a comment below. I love knowing what's going on in your guys' lives. Follow me on Instagram. You can book a private reading with me there or through email. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Shine bright, my loves.